Boeing 777 vs 747. You may be wondering, why are we comparing the 777 against the Queen of the Skies? It's gonna get smashed out of the ballpark, right? Well, wrong. In 1980s, Boeing started work on an all-new wide body to go up against emerging A330, A340 and trijets. At the time, Boeing had just rolled out the newest version of the aircraft that truly changed the world, the 747. The new -400 was bigger, faster and more efficient. Yet despite that, by the 90s, sales of the large 747-400 started to slow, and it became clear that airlines wanted more efficient, smaller aircraft. Boeing worked with those airlines and eventually came up with the 777, a hugely efficient new twin-engine design which was also one of the largest in its class, becoming the most capable twin-jet and closest to 747. At the time, it was the perfect complement to the 747. However, demand was so great that Boeing continued to push the twin-engine design. By 1998, Boeing was ready to launch the next step of 777 with the -200LR and -300ER. The latter being the largest twin at the time. It instantly became a hit, and in this weird twist for Boeing, airlines started replacing 747s with 777-300ERs on longer routes. How close is the largest twin at the time to its majestic father? If you're new here, please do subscribe. Also, check out the official new One Sky Flyer Instagram page linked in the comments below for more great plane spotting photos. Starting with performance, the 747-400 flies 7,285 nautical miles while carrying 416 passengers 3 class. The 777-300ER flies 7,370 nautical miles while carrying 365 in 3 class. More range but less seats. Engines. The 747-400 had multiple choices: PW4000, GE CF6 or Rolls-Royce RB211, producing up to 63,300 pounds of thrust. The real breakthrough that allowed twin-engine 777 to go toe-to-toe with the quad-jets at the time was really on the propulsion front, and the GE 90-115B engine played a crucial role in defining the twin-engine configuration of today's aircraft, producing a whopping 115,000 pounds of thrust each. 2 of them were enough to hold the 777 over great distances. Efficiency. The real advantage of going twin-engine is lower fuel burn. 747-400 burns 11.11 kilograms of fuel per kilometer and 3.34 liters per 100 kilometers per passenger when flying 416 passengers over 6,000 nautical miles. Over the same trip, a 365-seater 777-300ER burns 22% less fuel per trip at 8.49 kilograms per kilometer and 12% less fuel per seat at 2.91 liters per 100 kilometers per passenger. Cabins. It's hard to deny that while the 747 might not have the most comfortable cabin, it's certainly the most exclusive. That pointy nose with seats in front of the pilots, the upper deck, those large galleys and spacious seat pitches, it's a stunner. Also, it has a wider cross-section allowing 10 abreast with 18-inch seats. It too can be retrofitted with the newest Wi-Fi and mood lighting plus new IFE as first seen on the signature interior introduced on 777-300ERs. The 777 may have a narrower seat at 17 inches in 10 abreast, but it's actually a more ergonomic design, with a more consistent cabin shape, allowing more usable space. It is however just as noisy, and also the air is rather dry. Cabin pressure and altitude for both is above 7,000 feet. All in all, the cabins of both offer acceptable levels of comfort, though nowhere near the competitors at the time. The 747 was a quadjet and didn't have to comply with ETOPS. Also, it carried more passengers and of course, looks gorgeous. But it's simply less efficient, and also in terms of the passenger versions carries not much more cargo than 777-300ER. Triple 300ER isn't only more efficient both per trip and per seat thanks to its twin-engine design, but it carries an impressive 14 pallets of cargo. Also, the two engines means lower maintenance costs. However, it is subject to certain ETOPS regulations. Orders. The 747-400 was one of the most popular 747s, receiving 442 orders. When it became clear that the efficient new 777 was the standard, it quickly selling 838 orders. So then, can the 777 match up to the larger 747? Well, in my view, it most certainly can. It carries them more efficiently, flies them further, and this means it's the more profitable aircraft for airlines. It set the standard for all future long-range aircraft to follow, and is one of the defining aircraft of its generation.